Hi and welcome everyone to day 18 of 30 days of healing. I've been prompted pretty strongly to start the recording earlier today than I have most days, and it's come with this feeling of very heavy energy around it. I think it goes hand in hand with a lot of messages I've been getting lately from clients or friends or relatives that have asked for my assistance and clarity about what's going on in their lives. And although all the circumstances are completely different for each of those individuals, the underlying theme is the same. And that's what the angels wish for me to address today. And you might be able to tell in my voice, it sounds a bit emotional. And it's actually it doesn't feel like something this major is going on in my life in terms of a lower vibrational problem or issue or whatever. It's more so that I'm feeling the emotion of everybody else, that not just the people that have reached out to me, but the collective in general. There's people that are going through some difficult times right now. And I just wanted to touch on that because they told me to, but also in an effort to bring some clarity around this energy that's going on. So the theme that I'm getting is a lot of people are feeling not worthy or not good enough or not appreciated or not valued for who they are as an individual. And this is manifesting in really different ways. For some, it's not being valued in conversations and relationships and interactions with loved ones. For others, it's coming through as not feeling valued at work, that everything you do is wrong, or that there's someone looking over your shoulder waiting for you to mess up, or that you don't fit in with your job or your work environment, but you're not sure what to do about it. And for others, it might even just be like this overwhelming feeling of low self-worth in general, like across the board in your whole life. So the first thing they're asking me to share is that you're not alone, that there are several people going through this. And yes, I'm hesitating a lot. I think it's because energetically, being an empath, I'm feeling everything what everyone is going through. And at the same time, I'm trying to understand and comprehend what people are feeling and the emotions people have going on, but set that aside in order to hear what the angels and guides wish for us to know about it. And my spirit team was pretty emphatic about coming to speak right now. Hi, Jennifer. Nice to have you with us. And yet at the same time, they're processing the thoughts slower than they normally do. Normally it's me getting tongue-tied, trying to catch up with what they're saying. And this time it's been slower. That tells me that they want us to take time to process each sentence, each thought, each word as they're saying it, in order to allow the vibrations and the meanings of their words to filter down through our bodies. So with this very strong energy that's happening around low self-worth, it's interesting that almost every email or every personal message I've dealt with today, someone has said to me that they're crying dealing with it, whether it's a positive emotion, a lower vibration emotion, or something in between. The number of people that have actually written those words, I have tears or I'm crying, just dealing with what they've shared with me. And my reply to all of them, other than the emotional stuff they're going through and helping them to work through that, has been to say, good, I'm glad you're crying, because you're allowing that release to happen. Now, to explain a little bit about energy and energetic healings for those who aren't familiar with it, I can heal your energy in all the different layers of your energetic fields, both in your physical body, your energetic body, your spiritual body. I can do that. However, once I've gone through and done that, there's always work for you to do as well. And whether you've done work with me in one of my courses, or I've done a healing on you and you're working through your healing summary that I send afterwards, or whether you've been doing the work yourself just through listening to these meditations and messages each day, or reading a spiritual book that has helped you in particular, or having an experience that you're able to take a step back and look at, if you've done the work and you've come to a realization, often that, they're saying the word purification, the purification of your thoughts, the releasing of thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. As they leave, your body's got to shift to adjust it too. And on a cellular level, for your body to let go of those thoughts and feelings and beliefs and emotions, it often comes out as tears. They're very lovingly pointing out the other way it can come out can be through upset stomach feelings, so diarrhea or vomiting, when your body decides to do a complete flush out. And that's more common when we do work around the solar plexus sacral area. When I do healings on people, sometimes that occurs. Or if the realization you had was tied up in your solar plexus area, upset stomachs are quite common. But the tears are good in so many ways, because one, it's like your cells releasing that memory, that vibration that is no longer useful to you, that you're ready to let go of. That's the key, right? We can't heal stuff that we're not ready to let go of. And so when we do let go, sometimes it can be humongous, and you can sit there crying like a puddle on the floor and you don't know where the tears are coming from. But if you really look deep down inside, you get where the tears are coming from. It's that release, that rejuvenation, and letting go of that deep energy. So if you didn't just take a deep breath when I did, please go for it. Because just as tears help us to release things on a cellular level, so does our breath, right? And our breath can also bring us back to center. So those of you who have gone to a meditation before, or have listened to guided meditations, both mine and other people's, you'll often hear people say, breathe in the positive things. So peace, love, grounding, whatever. And as you breathe out, you release whatever it is you've got pent up. You release your anger, your frustration, your sadness, your pain. In your out breath, you visualize that coming out your breath and going up to the sun to be transmuted, which basically means changing the energy to a nice positive tone, never to have to be dealt with again. Because the scientist in me wants to share with you that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's one of the foundational principles of energy. And so when we're releasing these lower vibrations, these thoughts and beliefs and crap that we don't need to hang on to anymore, if we visualize sending it up to the sun to be transmuted, and the heat of the sun changes that energy from a lower vibration to a higher vibration. Some people say not to send it to the sun, but to send it to divine source energy, whatever works for you. I don't argue about that. I just know that transmuting or changing the energy from low vibration to high then just gives us more high vibration energy to play with, to have fun with, to bring joy and love and peace to the earth. And so I do invite you that if you are feeling the low vibrations, the frustration, the low self-worth, the confusion, the what the hell is happening to my life right now emotions. Ooh, that's a big one for someone that hit, and it's not mine. What the hell is happening in my life? So if that's you, you don't have to comment below, but that's someone, at least one someone listening. I want you to know, first and foremost, go ahead and cry, because you're releasing toxins, you're releasing the vibrations no longer serving you, and you're lightening your body, your cells, and letting things go that way. I'm talking with my hands a lot today. Maybe it's because we're getting stuff off our chest, literally and figuratively, and releasing it to go, okay? So tears are good. The other thing that goes hand in hand with tears, and again, those of you who have gotten emails or messages from me today that talked about crying, I also said that saltwater baths are amazing for that. So Epsom salts or Himalayan salts, your favorite essential oil. Everybody knows lavender is grounding, but if you have others that you want to try out, then listen to your body. I have one called Joy, and yes, I have Young Living oils. I also have other brands, but Joy is a favorite in this house. My energetically sensitive son gravitates to Joy like nothing else. It's like that and Rescue Remedy got me through his toddler years. And he still, at 8.5 years old, likes to have baths and put Joy in his bath. Jennifer says, I love Joy too. Yeah, it's a beautiful essence. I know some people that wear it as a perfume because it's just that beautiful high vibration. I personally have been using one called Sacred Mountain lately. And I don't know what it is in Sacred Mountain that calls to me, but I do know that I gravitate a lot towards the oils that have cedarwood in them. And there's something about the vibration of cedarwood which speaks to my soul, to my body, and helps me to ground and release the crap that I don't need anymore. So saltwater bath. So if you think, oh, I'm crying, tears are made of salt, what should I do? Beck says, have a saltwater bath. Because saltwater baths also draw the toxins out of your body. And after a healing, I always tell people, please, go ground in nature, drink lots of water, saltwater baths. And one of the things they're reminding me of, because I haven't said this in quite some time, I'm pretty sure it's in my YouTube video on saltwater baths, if you want to go check it out on Rebecca Louise French on YouTube. And it's under the playlist of tools for sensitive people, as well as all on its own. Is that if you take a saltwater bath, apparently the optimum time is 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, it allows the salts to draw the toxins out of your body. It allows the salts to help transport the oils into your body that you've put in your bath, if you've put any in, to help them do their work. But over 20 minutes is apparently the salt starts sucking out stuff that you don't want it to. I don't know how much validity is in that. Apparently something's been done around it as a study, and a couple of natural health workers have mentioned that to me. It doesn't mean if you do a 25-minute bath, suddenly you're going to feel ill. I've been known to not get out for an hour, and I'm okay. So follow your heart on that, but I'm just throwing out there the 20-minute message. Oh, they're saying, yeah, it's for those of you who think that you have to soak for an hour to get benefit. So if you think that you can't have a bath because you only have 10, 15 minutes to do it, and then the kids are going to be banging down the door, do the 10, 15 minutes. Get it in there. Self-care is a priority. And that's another thing they definitely wanted me to share with you today is around this low self-worth and what the hell's happening in my life stuff. Is self-care is super important. And as I say that, they're like, go, have the drink of water that you want. So I think that's why they put the flowers behind us today too, even though they're fake, is the reminder that even flowers need watering daily. We need self-care as well, right? If you just take a flower and chuck it and it gets no sunshine, no good quality soil, and no water, it's not going to flourish. And as human beings, we need sleep, we need water, we need good quality food, but we also need good quality relationships. Just like they found that flowers flourish when they've been spoken to nicely or listened to Bach or whatever, the vibrations we surround ourselves with matter. Oh, that's the other thing they said to me. Thank you, angels. They were saying that, okay, so you know the expression misery loves company, that so often when we're feeling blah, we search out other people who feel the same way as us so we can share our blah story. And they're saying, do the opposite. So if you're in a place where you're feeling a bit sorry for yourself, worried about what's going on with your job, your relationship, getting frustrated about interactions with work or friends or self, you're getting angry at yourself and you don't know why, is rather than surround yourself with misery loves company, change your vibration by surrounding yourself with high vibrational people. And that goes both ways too, that if you're someone at a high vibration who's doing really well and you're around someone who's struggling, don't allow them to bring you down to their level. You stay in your loving high vibrational light, and that is the best way you can help them. So you can empathize and you can listen, but don't get stuck into their story and pulled down into the poor me's, because it's very easy for us to go the opposite way and to get into that space of, wow, that really sucks for you, and now I feel kind of sucky. And so it can sometimes be this conscious effort to make sure that we maintain ourselves at a high vibrational state. And whether sometimes you need to take a break from someone who feels a bit draining, that's okay. And take care of yourself and realign yourself and get yourself back into your high vibrational state. Or whether it's you that's feeling down and you need to be around high vibrational people, feed off that, like enjoy it, do fun things. I know when I went through phases with my depression, the things that helped me most when I was clinically depressed and on like super high dose of antidepressants back in my 20s, the things that everyone else would say to do, oh, you're just depressed, just go for a walk. And it's like, do you realize I don't have the energy to get out of bed? Like my mind isn't going, go for a walk. But yet I could watch like a romantic comedy and bawl my eyes out from beginning to end and maybe laugh once or twice, but I needed that release. I needed a trigger that would allow me to release, and then by the end I would be happy and I could enjoy the funny bits, right? Most of the time. The other thing that helped me was exercise. However, I became a bit fanatical about it. I became a bit obsessed with exercise because I think it was the only time I felt happy in those 2 years of really suffering from not being in a good place. And I exercised to the point where I had stress fractures in both my feet. So I went to the gym 3 times a week. I swam 2 kilometers every Monday. And then on the days where I didn't go to the gym, I was running around the blocks. And I lived in the middle of nowhere, so like a block was, I think, 3 kilometers all the way around, to like train for a marathon because I thought I could do that. But I wasn't eating healthy because I didn't have the energy to do that. But yet I was obsessed with exercise and did that until, I injured both my feet and had to go on crutches and went back to depression again because I couldn't exercise. So take care of yourself through the self-care and do what makes you feel good. I'm not condoning recreational drugs. When I say do what feels good, I am condoning movement. Sex is great as long as obviously it's healthy, consenting sex between 2 adults who know what they're doing, and not someone that you're allowing to use you to try and crave that high vibration. Do what makes you feel good in the long term, right? Which again doesn't, they're showing me like someone stuffing their face with chocolate cake. It does not mean binge eat. Maybe go out and buy a high quality chocolate bar and enjoy every bite of it. But creative pursuits that make you happy. Our inner child who sits in our heart and tells us, is our little emotional barometer. When our inner child is happy, we are more creative. We do what we love. We enjoy life. When we ignore our inner child's warnings, we can get injured or have things go wrong in our life as like little warning signals. But we also lose that creative spark. So what is being creative to you? Now, I know a lot of people instantly go, ooh, crafts. Well, I'm not a crafty person. I don't like knitting. I know how. I'm not a fan. I enjoy sewing. I don't have a sewing machine, but I love writing. I love creating posters to put on Instagram. I love hanging out with my kids and seeing their creativity. And even they've got me into like those really detailed coloring books with the fancy coloring pencils and a lot of detail, which is actually quite calming until your arm hurts from getting into it too much because you want to finish the picture. So do what's creative to you. Musical instruments, writing, singing, crafts, whatever. Find what makes your heart happy and do some more of that. Because when your heart is happy, you are going to overcome those other feelings that are going on right now. And you're setting your vibration higher. You're focusing on being higher instead of focusing on being worried about whatever it is. And when you're focusing on your joy, the universe can't help but bring you more joy. Just like when you focus on abundance of love, wealth, health, well-being, it brings you more because it has no choice. It responds to your vibration. So I am sending you all out lots of joy and love and high vibrational support, and allow it to infuse you, and maybe you can help someone else to have that high vibration as well, and let it permeate into your body. Hi Tracy, it's good to have you with us. As I end, you'll have to go back and watch the beginning. So lots of love and angel blessings to you all. Please feel free to share below what you got out of this video, and don't forget to like and share it with your friends so they can benefit too. Lots of love. Take care.